What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, after many weeks of stalking this shoe on StockX and Gold, Nike and the sneakers app did a shock drop restock, and I was able to cop this shoe. So we finally got our hands on the Jordan 11 Gammas, and let's get into it. And here you have the matte black Jordan Gamma box with that signature blue Gamma Jumpman. And taking a look at the size and tag, it reads Air Jordan 11 Retro. The colorway is black, Gamma, blue, black. And we was able to pick this up in my size 12. And it does come in your pop-up lid type box. Also with that carbon fiber style paper inside. And guys, real quick before we jump into the shoe, let me drop a quick gem for you. When dealing with these Jordan 11 Gammas, make sure your box looks like this one, which is a nice flat black, smooth. It should show a very minimum trace of the corrugated box material underneath. It should be very minimum size of that. Give you a quick different shot. You see how smooth the surface is? When dealing with UA shoes and the Gammas, you will see a lot of those corrugated ridges within the box. And I've seen a ton of them on eBay actually trying to sell them. So I wanted to give you that quick gem on it if you're looking to purchase a shoe. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, here you have it, the 2025 Air Jordan 11 Gamma. And I'll give you a quick 360 of the shoe, and we'll jump into some of the details of it. Here's a quick shot of the lateral side of the shoe. Here's a shot of the medial side of the shoe. Here's a quick look at the rear of the shoe. Here's an overhead shot of the shoe, moving up into the tongue. And last but not least, here's a look at the outsole. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this Jordan 11 Gamma. You already know what it is with this shoe. Tons of videos out there on it. One of the most popular shoes to drop at the end of 2025, along with the Black Cat 4s. This one was in high demand, I would say. Restocks of this shoe, they was far and few in between. This was Nike's first restock of the shoe. I'm not sure if they actually gonna drop more of them. And if I had to guess if they would restock again, I would probably say around All-Star Weekend, possibly. But don't hold me to that. That's just a guess if they were to restock them again. Getting into the shoe, we're just going to go over the overall quality and execution of the shoe. Let's start with that sock liner. It is just standard Air Jordan 11 neoprene style sock liner. And moving into the ankle section of the shoe, you do have that Gamma blue Jumpman facing towards the front. Moving out into your ballistic mesh uppers, you know what this shoe is. Your high cut patent leather. You have that black neoprene style midsole. Moving out into your translucent blue outsole with that Gamma blue on a forefoot and heel patch. And I think my favorite part on this shoe is the overall shape of it. I really like the rear section of the shoe, how this heel tab, it kind of bends back. I really like the shape of that, and also the shape of the rear and the outsole of the shoe. You have your gold 23. Kind of wish that was stitched. It is like like that sticker material. After years of wear, that does rub off, but very nice contrast nonetheless. Moving into the medial side of the shoe, just a nice overall blacked out Jordan 11. Really love this one. I know a lot of people kind of compare this one to the cap and gowns. I do like the suede that's used on the cap and gowns, but you can't go wrong with the ballistic mesh. I kind of lean more towards this one, but that's just preference at this point. Let's take a look at the toe box shape. Very nice, sleek, very nice shape to it. Really like that translucent blue outsole. Looks like it probably will be durable for some years. Hopefully it doesn't yellow until like 10 plus years to come, because I have seen some images of the original Gammas that kind of yellowed over the years, but hopefully this one stands the test of time. Let's take a look at that carbon fiber shank plate, and to give you another gem to look out for if legit checking your shoe. As you can see, that light hits the carbon fiber weave. It should reflect that light back. What usually happens with the UA carbon fiber shank plates is a very dull looking carbon fiber, and it doesn't reflect light well. It will not look like how this is reflected. So that's a key point to look out for. If you are legit checking your shoe in person at like a sneaker con or some kind of sneaker event, that's something to look out for. Just wanted to drop that quick gem to you. And as I stated earlier in the video, I was in the market to purchase the shoe because I wasn't able to hit on release day. So I did, I watched the shoe from the original release date up into the restock. Just kind of pricing it out, just watching the market go up and down on this shoe. I'm glad I held out on it. I was watching it a lot on eBay and actually saw a lot of pairs that was uploaded for sale that wasn't legit. It was blatantly, you can see it wasn't right. From those couple gems that I gave you, that carbon fiber shank plate was off, as well as the boxes, the corrugated boxes was wrong. It is actually another point you can look at on the outsole that'll let you know as well. And just, the overall shape, especially on the heel section of the shoe. It's very easy to spot if you know what you're looking for. So be careful if you're on those sites. I will give credit to eBay. I like the way that some sellers on there actually have the shoe that you will be purchasing, that you can get a look at it and just kind of QC it for yourself before it goes to the eBay Authentication Center. So I will say I do like that. That's one thing I do like about eBay. But you do have that black insole with the yellow Jumpman inside. But yeah, guys, that's the Jordan 11 Gammas. Very nice shoe. I think this pair was executed pretty good. No issues with glue stains or imperfections in the mesh. I know sometimes they can get that stitching wrong. And yeah, very pleased with this pair. And again, thankful that I was able to hit this on the restock. But if you are still in the market with this one, as we speak, prices, they kind of came down since the restock. I think my size is hovering around the 300 mark. A couple bids that's in the low 280s. I haven't seen many other sellers that's dipping under the 300 mark. They kind of holding firm at this size anyway. So I'm thinking the prices probably will kind of continue to hold around that area. You might can get a couple to bite under 300 for size 12, of course. But I say just, keep doing your research and make the best decision for you. Again, this shoe was very popular at the end of 2025. And it's kind of starting to get kind of mixed reviews on it. A lot of people love this shoe. And it's a lot of angst about this shoe and the way it released. And a lot of them, they kind of started throwing slanders towards the shoe because they wasn't able to get it. Even when I didn't have this shoe and I was holding out, I still liked it. It was still interested in picking it up. And I just held on and just kept watching the market. At that point, that's all you can really do until hopefully for a restock to come through. So, and it's real easy for people to say, if I can't get it for retail, just move on. I get that, man. But sometimes it's stuff that you want and you can't move on. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's actually bullshit that you do have to pay over for something that you want. But, that's a lot of things in life, not just sneakers. You know what I mean? That's just the capitalistic world we live in. And there's always ways around it. You can hold out, just keep watching it. You can get rid of older shoes that you probably still have dead stock that you probably won't never wear. Just go ahead and get rid of a couple of those. And I'm not preaching to you, just giving you a couple different options that you can take to get what you want. And speaking on that, I actually still need the Black Cat 4s. So you see what type of boat I'm in? I'm still having to watch that shoe. And now I have to come up with an option to actually get that shoe. Since I did miss out on the restock of that shoe, but I was able to get this camera, so I'm kind of okay on that. But I got to put an option in motion to reach back and pick that Black Cat Jordan 4 up. So, and since January is a slow month, that's the perfect time to reach back for stuff that you missed out on. So that's probably what I will do before we get into, the February months with the newer drops that's set to release. Go ahead and reach back and get those Black Cat 4s before the releases start. But yeah, guys, that's what I have for you today. Just wanted to come through and check out these Jordan 11 Gammas, look at the overall quality and the execution of the shoe. Again, tons of videos out on it. Just wanted to switch it up a little bit, give you a couple of gems on what to look out for if you're going to try to get this shoe in the secondary market, especially if you're going to any shoe events. Give you something to look out for when looking at this shoe in person, because there are a ton of these out on the market from the UA. Be careful on that, guys. But stay tuned to the channel. Tons of shoes I still got to review. So I'm working to get all of that content out. Please stay tuned to the channel. Hit that subscribe button to see what I got dropping next as I work to get caught up before the 2026 releases starting to drop. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Until the next time, peace.